Fantastic. Right, hello, good evening. We're back. We're on our hams, glutes and arms today. Starting with calves, as per usual. I always like to start with calves because they're the weaker point of my legs, so it's good to nail them first. Normally we'd start with arms, but I'm feeling like starting with hamstrings for a change. Just smash these out because we've only got a little bit less time to train today. It's already 10 to 8. Jesus. Good Lord. Okay, so we'll nail through this. 2 sets on air. You've already seen the warm-ups. And then we'll roll straight into hamstring curls, heavy RDL and hip thrust. And then it is just 3 sets of biceps and triceps to conclude. And then there's no need to film my cardio because that's 20 minutes of nothing. So that's the game plan for today. I reckon we get cracking. Very good. All right, step 1 done. Important information. Today is obviously Friday. Friday is the check-in day. Now, although the plan for this year is wobbled, and I've got a plan in place, but anyway, besides the point, checked in this morning, nothing too special. We're down on TRT. We will be for the foreseeable, unfortunately, which is okay. You know what? I feel good. I'm on TRT, and honestly, I feel very, very good. But checked in this morning, 93.7, so 0.1 of a kilogram gain. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, expenditure's in a good spot, food's in a good spot. Food's actually lower than normal, but I'm progressing every week on less food and no drugs, which is great. But I don't know how well the camera's going to pick these up, but there is some of the check-in. Let's find the interesting ones at least. The shambolic front double, as per usual. That needs to improve. Side chest still looks mint. Love that. And then the important ones, back shots from yesterday's gig. It's not bad. That's pretty thick. A little bit flat because we trained it, but hey ho. I'm happy. Physique's in a good spot. Training's in a good spot. Food's in a good spot. The rest of the year now is just ticking the boxes, and then we get back on stage next year. Fingers crossed. Providing the health gets in order. Anyway, second set. Let's move. God, these feel fucking awful. I'll tell you what, no matter how much mobility work I do, something always feels stiff, and today it's the hamstrings. And you know what it is? It's being stood up all day at work. I don't get to sit down all day at work. It isn't me bitching and whining. Everyone has the same issue. But it just means my hamstrings and my glutes and my lower back are always cranky when it comes to these sessions. So I get warmed up and it's a 50-50. Sometimes the hamstrings feel all right. Other days, when you've been changing your brakes all afternoon, which is a learning experience, my God, that right hamstring feels terrible. So I'll get some blood through them. I like using the single leg for that. Just get some blood through them quick before I can go onto here and properly warm up. Because obviously this is where we load it heavy. Very, very heavy. Which is the same intent as always. Right, feels better. Right, straight into a working set now. Unfortunately, these aren't labelled in kilos. Everything in here is labelled by plate number. So, I got 24, plate 24 last week. I got for a shitty 7, we'll call it. 6 good ones, 1 shit one. So, whether we get more than that today, no idea, as you can see. Seatbelt. Seatbelt is phenomenal for this. Although this is great at holding you in place. Problem is, when you load it quite heavy, your hips start to shift forward and lift off the pad. So, take a seatbelt, whack that thing on nice and tight. Just holds everything in place. It means you are sat tight to the seat. This means this is sat tight to you. And it means this half of you is going absolutely nowhere. And all that's moving is this. Just helps with support, brace, tension, whatever you want to call it. Just lets you really, really drive through that and just make use of more load with the same execution that you'd get on a lighter load. So it removes the ego lifting, allows the same execution, exactly what you want. Execution is what builds muscle, not load. Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah. This is Popular Tune. Alright, RDLs. Pretty easy one. I think these are fantastic for hamstring development. I ran these up in my first off season, got very, very strong, and now I have big hamstrings for it. Refer to stage photos, they were mint. My only gripe with this movement is everybody seems to fuck them up. It's a very simple movement. It's not a deadlift, and it's not a stiff leg. There's some pretty simple cues involved. You perform it like a deadlift, however, it is literally just a hip hinge, and I will explain the simple cues. Obviously, if you don't know how to brace, it's a whole different story, but if I can caught on my shirt, you come out, slight bend in the knees. You want a slight bend in the knees, and all you're doing is, once you're braced, you just need to let that bar go down your legs and think about driving your hips towards the back wall. For example, without the bar, for simplicity's sake, you'll see my hips. I'll put a slight bend in my knees, they're not locked out, and then all you're doing is just going forward with it and driving these backwards. So it is just this till about knees, just below the knees is when there's a stretch on the hamstrings, otherwise going all the way down, and when you start loading heavy it's very, very uncomfortable and it's not a realistic way to execute them. So in theory, or now in practice, same principles apply. Feet back, shoulder width, wherever's comfortable. Keep them glutes tight and then just drive hips back. Go down with a bar, there's your stretch. Drive through the glutes. That's an RDL. Really, really simple. Hips back, drive through the glutes. Stretch the hams, squeeze the glutes. Now you have the RDL performed. Fantastic. Right, this is it. It's straps to straps, man. I just have a preference. That's all. That's all. I do have a preference. Yeah, no, this is it. This is it. I like to mix it up whenever I'm doing heavy compounds like this. I trust these a lot more. Ye old faithful. These are the same straps I've had since 2020 when I started this bullshit. These have survived this long. So on my back there's like the bear grips, the Versa grips as they're called. They're a lot more convenient. It's just easier to just whack them on and get going. So I'm keep wrapping these up. But for compounds like RDLs, deadlifts, all of that jazz, I prefer these. These are much safer, if you ask me. They just feel more convenient. They feel nicer. I much prefer them something like this. Yeah, they're pretty simple. Same principle, exact same thing. Your grip's going to be the limiting factor when you start getting heavy on this. I mean, shit, if you can whack on chalk and hold this in your hands, fair play. I can't. But I can RDL it. That's what we're going to do. I want 11 mil because that's too thin. The 13's too fat for my Victoria's Secret model ribs. Okay. Very good. Always there, you always care. I really like the new way to keep where you head. Yes, come on. Alright, plus 2 reps on that last set. Pretty mint. What's that, 160 for 8, so that's good. Finding the groove with this movement again, so reps will skyrocket while I'm getting the tech right, but just gonna stay on this for a second set. 6 to 8 again, no different. Run it. I've tried many hip thrust variation in my time. I hate all of them. All of them. I'm very good at barbell. I hate it. This is my compromise. I don't mind it. It's very good. And I get enough out of it to warrant glute training. To the point where my glutes aren't shit, because I do a bunch of heavy hinges and I do this 2 sets a week. And as long as the box is ticked, I have okay glutes. Because I hate this. I hate these. I hate this movement. It's uncomfortable. It's weird, but I'm going to do it anyway. Hip thrusters. I can't give much good advice on here because I don't know what I'm doing. My general gist is keep the pelvis tilted anterior. You want an anterior tilt, because the second that pelvis starts going posterior tilt is when you start getting low back pain, because then you're arching your shit. You need to keep that pelvis and those glutes squeezed. Don't overstretch. Squeeze hard at the top. Unfortunately, that is the best advice I have for you, because I can't even set this machine up properly. Oh. God, I hate this thing. Oh. I want to go train arms, man. Alright. Let's go do some curls. Let's go do the fun part of the session. Here's your secret sauce for curls. Liquid chalk. Means that your grip don't give out when you're doing the curls. You don't have to faff with straps, because faffing with straps on curls is long. With the Versa grips, they lose tension and it gets awkward and it's a bit of a drag. Quite literally feels like you're dragging the weight. And then with straps, it's a faff. You got to hook them in, you got to keep them tight. It's an open cut, that's fine. But with chalk, fucking hell, chemicals. Get a waff of that. Means your grip is no longer a limiting factor. Yeah, it smells, doesn't it? It's awful. Wow. Your grip's no longer a limiting factor. It means I can grab the weight. And also, it does a bit of wonders for the forearms. Because who doesn't need bigger arms? We're in classic, for fuck's sake. And my arms are shit. So, heavy curls, big forearms, big biceps. Fingers crossed. What are we saying? Ooh, hello. It's not actually half bad. Fucking hell. Oh. While we're in between sets, we've just wrapped up standing dumbbell curls. It's not the most optimal, but I like them. I can do them heavy and the execution's good. So, like everything in training, if you enjoy it and you can do it properly, if you enjoy it, you're more likely to do it properly. You're more likely to put more effort into it, which effort yields results no matter what. Anybody that disagrees with you probably is a science-based lifter. And I will die on that hill. So will a lot of other good bodybuilders. But like I do with my hamstrings, like I do everything, I split my exercises up into a shortened position and a lengthened position. So that was the shortened position, because primarily with biceps, when your elbow is in front of you, the main majority of the tension is going to be in that shortened position. So now by moving on to something like this, where your elbow is trapped behind you, that emphasizes the lengthened position a lot more, that stretch position. Now, you could go into the science and you could sit there and say, oh, the contraction is better. I think the studies say that the lengthened position is better. Quite frankly, I don't give a shit. If you do both, and you do both of them well, you're going to grow, like everything in life. So, do these. We'll just do the one set on here, because I've already hit biceps twice this week, I think. Yeah. So I'll do one on here, and then we'll move on to, I think we'll just do 2 sets of triceps just to round everything off for the session. And we'll get going, because Christ, it's already 9:15. I want to go to bed. But we'll nail through this. One really good set. Probably. We're not going to get into reps in reserve. That's a whole other conversation. We'll do that another time. Let's just get this set over with. Fucking hell. Oh. Hell yeah. Maybe I do have a future in open. Last one. Triceps. Simple. Rope extension. Nice and easy. It's literally the exact same cues we used in the last one, of elbow slightly in front, keep it tight, keep it braced, extend it, nice and controlled. Funnily enough, this is my favorite tricep attachment I've ever used. I have used so many different ropes, so many different variations, so many different handles, the long ass ones for Carter extensions. I have used so many different things. Unironically, a shitty piece of nylon rope. This looks like some stuff for a dog lead. This is the shit I'd walk my dog with. I'm not even joking. Funnily enough, this is my favorite thing I've ever used. It's actually perfect. So we're just gonna do like 1 set to warm the elbows up, get some blood through the triceps, and then 2 working sets. And then I want to go home. I'm exhausted. We have to film late because work schedules, full-time jobs are great fun, aren't they? They're fucking not. Oh, let's get going. Yep. Alright, well that about concludes 2 days in a row of filming. That's crazy consistency from us. What was that? Glutes, hams, arms, box off, and then yesterday's pull session, so that's the 2 big days of the week. Tomorrow's Sunday, so tomorrow's a rest day. Tomorrow's a nice little day off. We're back to it come... Tomorrow's Saturday? Fuck am I training tomorrow? I got upper tomorrow. Shows how much attention I pay. Alright, we've got upper tomorrow then, so that's essentially predominantly my chest session, but we won't be recording that. You might see a bit on the Instagram, but that's about it. Huh? You're in Bradford, aren't you?
If you're training later in the day like this,
no, I'm training at like 3, straight after work. Yeah, we'll leave it, it's fine. But that's been very productive. It's been good fun. These two are nice. We were going to chop it up and take turns at editing it, but the snippets you showed me are pretty fucking good, so I reckon I'll just leave you to edit them because they seem quite good. I'll just be the dickhead on the camera, fuck it. But that concludes it. Let's go home.